Hello my dear students, today we are going to discuss triangle from chapter number 10. Let's see. Triangle. A plane figure bounded by three line segments is called triangle. In a triangle, three vertices. First vertex A, second B, and third C. Now three angles, angle A, angle B, and angle C, and three sides, side AB, side BC, and side CA. Now, types of triangles. Types of triangles divide into two parts. First is types of triangles on the basis of sides, and second, types of triangles on the basis of angles. Let's see the first. Types of triangles on the basis of sides. First is equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, all three sides of a triangle are equal. So from the figure, AB is equal to BC is equal to CA. Now second, isosceles triangle. Any two sides of a triangle are equal is called isosceles triangle. From the figure, we can write here AB is equal to AC. Now third, scalene triangle. All three sides of a triangle are unequal is called scalene triangle. From the figure, we can write here AB is not equal to BC is not equal to CA. Now, types of triangles on basis of angles. First, right angle triangle. If one angle of a triangle is right angle, that is 90 degree, is called right angle triangle. From the figure, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Now second, acute angle triangle. If all three angles of a triangle is less than 90 degree is called acute angle triangle. That means each angle less than 90 degree. Now third, obtuse angle triangle. If one angle of a triangle is obtuse, that is greater than 90 degree, is called obtuse angle triangle. From the figure, angle B is greater than 90 degree. Now, some related terms with triangle. Let's see. Altitude. Perpendicular from a vertex of a triangle to the opposite side is called altitude. Let's see this figure. AL is perpendicular to BC from the vertex A. So AL is the first altitude. Now BM is perpendicular to AC, opposite side, and from the vertex B. So BM is the second altitude, and CN is perpendicular to the opposite side AB from the vertex C. So CN, third altitude. So we can say that a triangle has three altitudes, and point of intersection of three altitudes is called orthocenter. It is denoted by H. Now, median. The straight line Joining a vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side is called a median of a triangle. From the figure, AD is a straight line from the vertex A to the midpoint of the opposite side BC. So first median is AD. As same, BE is the second median and CF is the third median. So a triangle has three medians and the point of intersection of three medians is called centroid. It is denoted by G. And the centroid of a triangle divides every median in the ratio 2:1. Now, in center and in circle. From the figure, the point of intersection of internal bisectors of angle of a triangle is called incenter. So I is the point of intersection, it is incenter of the circle. Now I is the incenter of the circle which touches all sides of a triangle ABC. It is called incircle of a triangle ABC. Now, circumcenter and circumcircle. From the given figure, the point of intersection of perpendicular bisector of the sides of a triangle is called its circumcenter. It is denoted by O. Circumcenter. And circle passes through the vertices of a triangle ABC is called circumcircle. Properties of a triangle. The first property is angle sum property of a triangle. The statement, the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. From the given figure, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Now the second property, an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its interior opposite angles. From the given figure, angle 4 is an exterior angle and sum of its interior opposite angle, so angle 1 plus angle 2. Congruent figures. Two geometrical figures having exactly same shape and same size are known as congruent figures. Now, congruence of triangles. From the given figure, we can say that two triangles are congruent if their corresponding sides are equal. So from the given figure, AB is equal to DE, BC is equal to EF and AC is equal to DF. And the second point, their corresponding angles are also equal. Angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. So we can say that two triangles are congruent if their corresponding sides are equal and their corresponding angles are equal. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Now, criteria for congruence of triangles. The first is side angle side congruence rule. It is an axiom. What is an axiom? Axiom is a statement that considered to be true based on logic. Now the second, side congruence rule. Third, angle side angle congruence rule. Fourth, angle side congruence rule. Fifth, right angle hypotenuse side congruence rule. Now we will discuss one by one congruency rule. Now, side angle side congruence rule. The statement is two triangles are congruent if two sides and included angle of a triangle are equal to the two sides and included angle of other triangle. See, from the given figure, in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, side AB is equal to side DE, angle BAC is equal to angle EDF, and side AC is equal to side DF. So we can say that therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Side congruence rule. The statement is two triangles are congruent if all three sides of a triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of other triangle. From the given figure, in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, side AB is equal to side DE, side BC is equal to side EF, and side AC is equal to side DF. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. We have proved SSS congruency rule in the given assignment. Problem based on SAS congruency rule and SSS congruency rule. See the first question number 3 from exercise 10.1. In the adjoining figure, AB is equal to AC and AP is equal to AQ. Now we have to prove triangle APC is congruent to triangle AQB. Second, CP is equal to BQ. Third, angle APC is equal to angle AQB. From the given figure, first we take in triangle APC and triangle AQB. From triangle APC, AC is equal to, in triangle AQB, AB, it is given AC is equal to AB. It is given. Now the second, AP is equal to AQ. AP is equal to AQ. It is given. So AP is equal to AQ. Given. Now from triangle APC, angle A, and triangle AQB, angle A is common, so angle CAP is equal to angle BAQ is common. Now both triangles are congruent, so therefore triangle APC is congruent to triangle AQB by side angle side. So SAS congruence rule. First part proved. Now the second part, CP is equal to BQ. CP is equal to BQ. So we can write here CP is equal to BQ by CP CT. CP CT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles now are equal. Now third, angle APC is equal to angle AQB. Angle APC, that is angle P, and angle AQB. AQB, this angle, both are equal. So angle APC is equal to angle AQB, both are equal, by CPCT. Proved. Let's see one more question. Question number 10 from exercise 10.1. In the adjoining figure, AB is equal to AC and D is the midpoint of BC. Show that first triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Second, AD is the bisector of angle A, and third, AD is perpendicular to BC. So first of all, we have to write given part. So AB is equal to AC and D is the midpoint of BC. D is the midpoint of BC. So BD is equal to DC. BD is equal to DC. Now proof. We take two triangles ABD. In triangle ABD and triangle ACD. Now first, AB is equal to AC. It is given. AB is equal to AC. Given. Second, BD is equal to DC. BD is equal to DC because D is the midpoint. D is the midpoint of BC. Now AD is the common side. So AD is equal to AD common. So two triangles, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD by side SSS congruency rule. Now first part proved. Now the second part, AD is bisector of angle A. So angle BAD and angle CAD both are equal by corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So angle BAD is equal to angle CAD by CP CT. So we can say that AD is bisector of angle A. Proved. Second part. Now the third part, we have to prove AD is perpendicular to BC. So angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. Angle ADC, ADB is equal to angle ADC by CPCT. CPCT. Now angle ADB plus angle ADC is equal to 180 degree because BDC is a straight line. Since BDC is a straight line, now angle ADB plus angle ADC is equal to angle ADB So angle ADC is replaced by angle ADB by equation 1 is equal to 180 degree. Now twice of angle ADB is equal to 180 degree. Now angle ADB is equal to 180 degree by 2 is equal to 90 degree. So we can say that AD is perpendicular to BC. Proof third part. Thank you.